Today's anime review, The Tibetan Dog. Subscribe for spoiler-free anime reviews covering series on Fridays and movies or OVAs the rest of the week. The Tibetan Dog is a co-production between Madhouse and some Chinese companies. There's not much information about this movie out there. It's a kids movie set in the Tibetan grasslands as Tianjin, a 10-year-old boy, moves in with his father after his mother's death. It's not an easy transition considering he's moving from Xi'an, a pretty populated city. Now he's in the middle of nowhere with nothing but the clothes on his back and his mother's flute. Tianjin's father isn't helping things either because he's a doctor who's kept busy tending to the injured. Even when they are in the same room, his father won't even look at him or attempt to hold a conversation with him. When Tianjin does talk to his dad, he just interrupts him and starts talking about something else. If losing his mom and being ignored by his father wasn't enough to break his spirits, having to herd sheep his first day there and being bullied surely will. But while life in the grasslands isn't as exciting as the busy city, it's the small things that brighten up his day. Or actually, it's the big things. Yeah, these are some massive dogs. Out here, Tibetan Mastiffs are used to protect their territory from wolves or bears. I didn't know what a Tibetan Mastiff was prior to watching this movie, but they're actually real, and they're massive, and they're probably a little warm too. The story really kicks off when the Super Saiyan Pooch steps foot into their territory protected by these other dogs. An intense battle ensues, leaving both tumbling down a hill, sustaining severe injuries in the process. Either Tianjin is an idiot or he's just accustomed to the tame dogs in the city, but Goku over here is a wild beast of an animal and Tianjin's got no problems getting close to him. Although this is a kids movie that you'd expect to depict the easygoing lifestyle of breaking your back wrestling with sheep at 5 a.m., it is a kids movie about a boy and a dog, so you know they're about to play with your emotions. While I won't spoil what happens in the movie, I was surprised by the semi-intense mystery featured in its second half as villagers suspect this dog of wandering off at night and going on a killing spree. As viewers, we don't really know if it's true or not until the end. We just have to analyze the details as the village is split into two factions, those who want the dog put down immediately and those who need more evidence. So I think that's pretty realistic in that regard. I was also surprised by the movie's complexity as well. Tianjin and his father have drama, and I appreciated hearing his dad's side of the story because it sounds like the perspective of misunderstood dads around the world. Of course, minus the part where he chose to treat yurt building accidents in the middle of nowhere over being with his family in the city. There are even different factions within their village, such as the thieves, and they even have difficulties with their own members in their group trying to push the envelope to become more violent, and those with a guilty conscience who think they should all calm down. Because there's not a lot going on at any given time, we're immersed in their culture, soaking in the densely woven and beautifully animated world as we learn of their eating habits, clothing, and even their morals. I was initially drawn to this movie because of its art style. It just felt a little familiar. It turns out the character designs were made by Naoki Urasawa, creator of the Monster manga, and Shigeru Fujita, character designer for the Monster anime. While it caught my attention with the familiar character designs, again, it was the background artists who were the true MVP as they created this highly articulate atmosphere that brought their village to life. I loved seeing inside their yurts and seeing all of the dogs run through the tall grass with the mountains rolling in the background. The movie also has a pretty solid ending too that I personally enjoyed, but if you've got kids it will probably take them on a roller coaster of emotions. Plus, it's got wholesome and valuable morals of treating animals with kindness and the importance of understanding people. I give The Tibetan Dog a 7.5 out of 10. It's a beautiful movie and great for kids, but personally I felt it was a little too slow paced for my liking considering its plot. If you decide to check it out, come back and tell me what you think. Like the video if you liked it, and share with a friend because this is a hidden gem that's only got 2,500 people on Mal who said they've completed it. Thanks to Nia-chan and all other Patreon and YouTube supporters for making these videos possible. If you'd like to support the channel, check the links in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with another anime review.